by Justin Bieber, and I gave that 0 thumbs up. Gave it 2 stars.
Yeah, because he apologizes in advance.
The fact that Justin Bieber continues to be in this
we will never know
Billboard
why.
Top 10, and the fact that that Rihanna put in work and got up to number 5 somehow, or down to number 5, however you want to look at it.
Well, either way, number 2, Stressed Out by 21 Pilots, right?
It's got me stressed out.
Yeah, it's got us all stressed out, but
when I listen to Stressed Out by 21 Pilots and I hear the song that he's making for his family and stuff like that, get a little bit less stressed out.
Your thumbs go up?
One thumb goes up after that, and I don't like that I do it every week, but that Love Story by Justin Bieber is not that terrible of a song. It's bad, but it's not that terrible.
So you gave it a thumb up too?
I gave it 1 thumb up. You gave it 3 stars. And that's the Billboard Top 10 for
5 stars for Stressed Out too.
The week of March 3rd, 2016. And that is the day that we are doing today's podcast. And there we go. That's the up-to-date Billboard Top 10. The box office top 5 was 999, number 5, Risen number 4, Kung Fu Panda number 3, Gods of Egypt number 2, and Deadpool number 1.
Again.
Zootopia, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, and London Has Fallen are the movies that are coming out this weekend. Now it's on to pleasure. We got rid of our business, now it's time to do pleasure.
Yes, sirree.
And that is, we'll start with the comedic portion of the podcast with the Brian Kendall shit pics. That is at Brian Kendall on Facebook. I'm going to work on making us a Twitter account for our podcast, which will include you. It'll be the B2J the podcast Twitter handle. And we will be working on that, and they'll be coming to you soon. Got to give you all the information so that you can be able to get on there and talk to all of our fans and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
So, B2J, at B2J The Podcast, coming to you soon. But for now, you could find me at Big111 Red on Twitter, and at James Himle on Facebook. And there you go. That's how you can contact us. Let us know how you feel about the podcast and everything like that. So, on to the Brian Kendall
Don't hurry.
picks. Rustam Kabilov defeated Stormin Norman Park.
Figures.
I got a point. You did not get a point.
Of course not.
Brad Pickett won.
You got a point.
Split decision, and a controversial split decision. Francisco Rivera could have won that fight if you were looking at it through the lens of Francisco Rivera's corner, you might have seen it for Francisco Rivera. But Brad Pickett won nonetheless. Tom Breeze. I had Tom Breeze. You had Kieta Nakamura. Tom Breeze won. Probably because you picked Kieta Nakamura.
Yeah, the Asian.
Unanimous decision. This was not that great of a card, by the way. Gegard Mousasi put the stamp on Talis Latis, and you had Talis Latis, and Gegard Mousasi. You lost. Again, you got 4 wrong.
Sir. Boo, I saw it.
You got 1 right, and some might have even not have given that to Michael Bisping.
But the judges did, right?
The judges did, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Now, okay, let's break this fight down just a little bit. Okay, dude.
Still salty?
A little bit. And here's why. So, during the 3rd round, Michael Bisping lost his mouthpiece and was trying to get the judge, or the ref to stop the action. Now, if your opponent is pressing forward, you're not going to get that fight stopped.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just stop you can't call timeout in a fight.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So if you can't call timeout in a fight, you absolutely got to be prepared and ready yourself for anything that could potentially be coming your way, like a flying knee, for example, which landed cleanly and busted Michael Bisping up bad. Now, if you watch the fourth round, it kind of looks like that Anderson Silva kind of took his foot off the gas just because he may have felt sorry for Michael Bisping. And that might have lost him the fight. Now, some people think that even though he slowed down in the fourth round, he could have won that fourth round. If he wins that fourth round, Anderson Silva wins the fight.
Easy.
So it was a controversial fight, kind of crazy. Congratulations to Michael the Count Bisping for defeating a legend that you probably should never have beaten. And if you would have fought back in the heyday, you would have got your ass handed to you and knocked out, clean the fuck out, like Conor McGregor would say. I'm gonna knock that boy clean out.
But will he do it tonight?
We're gonna get there. We are gonna get there. Got a lot to cover. A lot of ground to cover, and we're doing it in good timing. Good time. All right. So, it was a good fight, dude. The Michael Bisping-Anderson Silva fight. Take out all the controversy and everything out of that fight. It was fun to watch that fight. And we should have seen it when they were in their prime.
Was it 25 minutes?
It was 25 minutes of pretty good antics. I mean, Anderson Silva puts on a show. If you don't like Anderson Silva, I understand you don't like Anderson Silva.
One of the first fights I ever saw was him versus Nick Diaz.
He puts on a
came back
show.
from his leg injury.
Yeah, and we've already talked. It could have been argued that Nick Diaz could have won that fight. But nonetheless, he didn't.
That's what he gets for laying down. The judges probably didn't like that.
He didn't win that fight, and it was good. That was a fun fight to watch too. Just like this weekend's fights are gonna be
off the chain.
Yep. So you guys might not have even realized it, but we just paused on you guys. But we're back. Just had to go run and grab a pen real fast because it's time to do the Brian Kendall shit picks of this week, and this week's gonna be fun because this week we're gonna be coming to you right after the fights.
Oh yeah, that'll be great.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. Either right after the fights, or like I said,
maybe like 12 hours later.
Maybe the next day. But nonetheless, it'll be after the fights. We'll give you an up-to-date rundown of how they went. And it'll be fun. First time we're going to be coming to you during the weekend. It's going to be great. So here at the B2J Podcast, all things entertainment, we just started doing the Brian Kendall shit picks. And if we're keeping count, I have 9 and you have 2.
Yeah, I went to a game, like a hockey game once upon a time that was 9-2. It wasn't very good. It was for the Sharks, but not for the Rangers.
Oh, man. Yeah, so if we're keeping count, bro, I have 9, you have 2. And that's the current up-to-date score. So,
I'm surprised I have 2.
Well, I scratched that. I don't have 9. I don't remember how we're scoring it. So you actually have 2 plus 2.
I have 4 and you got like 11.
And there was a fight, I think. Oh, never mind. Yeah, no, you have 4. Hold on. Yeah, you have like 4, I think. You have 4, I got 9.
There was one each week that we got right together, right?
Yeah, you got 4, I got 9. So, glad that I've freaking wasted all your guys' time on that one. Alright, so Amanda Nunes versus Valentina Shevchenko? I got Amanda Nunes.
Yeah, we're gonna go with hers. Just because we could pronounce it.
All right, Amanda Nunes gets a BJ from us. All right. Tom Lawler versus Corey Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
So do I. Corey Anderson gets a BJ from us. Gian Valanche against Ilir Latifi.
Which one's closer to... No, I don't know. We're going to go Gian. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know either one of those guys, man.
Who are you going to take?
The first one, I guess.
He's 14-6. Ilir Latifi is 12-4. So you got Gian Valanche.
Sure.
I'm going to get... Oh, man. Gian Valanche gets a BJ from us, too. Oh, BJ's everywhere. We might as well be the Oprah Winfrey of BJ's.
Oh, shit.
Misha Tate versus Holly Holm. Misha Tate.
Yeah, we'll go with her just because nobody else is.
But you know who Misha Tate and Holly Holm are? Or do you just...
I heard about them. Holly Holm beat Ronda Rousey, and she's champ. And Misha Tate's one of the first challengers now, right?
All right.
Second or third?
You're going to go Tate. Alone on that one, and I'm going to take
I'm going
Holly
Nate.
Holm.
I'm going Nate and Tate.
Yeah? I'm going to take Nate Diaz. So, Nate Diaz, you get a BJ too, sir. All right, and that's the picks. Let's do that quick rundown. Amanda Nunes gets a BJ. Corey Anderson gets a BJ. Gian Valanche gets a BJ. Misha Tate gets just Brian by himself. And then Holly Holm just gets me by herself. Hey, baby. Conor McGregor, you're by yourself, sir. And Nate Diaz, because you're a 209er, you get a BJ, sir. All right, so that's the Brian Kendall shit picks at Brian Kendall on Facebook.
Brian with a Y, Kendall, Kendall.
There you go. That's how you find that sexy motherfucker right there. All right, let's go to Lucha. The minor leagues.
Not even.
Bro, I have to agree, man.
All right, their show's only an hour. I'll give it to you.
They are pretty good, but they are still the minor leagues. Their show is great, and it's very well put together. # sick lucha shit.
Dude. Sexy Star versus...
Cobra Moon, that was the first fight.
To start it out?
Or the first match.
Yeah.
It's degrading MMA to call it a fight.
Yeah, exactly. Or
right.
Not MMA, but anything. Any kind of fight, for that matter.
Yeah. Sexy Star got distracted by Marty the what?
I don't know. I know Matt came out first, and then some other guy came out.
Marty the Mac or Marty something?
No, Mac was the real big black dude, the one that Cage beat. Oh, man. I don't know what the other guy's name was, but he distracted her. Sexy Star had Moon in this crazy submission that she rolled her into after like 3 or 4 different rolls and twists, and then Moon broke out of it and got her in a reverse dragon sleeper from behind and had her legs wrapped around her.
It was a reverse dragon sleeper when it had she had the full back mount.
Yeah, the legs wrapped around the body and everything, and the Sexy Star had to tap. She's done.
Yeah, and then the second match was Pentagon versus Prince Puma.
Which is very good match.
Pentagon reminds me of a young Conan. Remember Conan? No, you don't.
You gotta remember.
Before your time.
Easily a half decade younger than you.
Yep.
But then again, go ahead.
When you say it like that, you make
I
me sound extremely old.
I was gonna say Phoenix, but I forgot that was the main event.
Come on, man. Ouch.
Yeah, making you feel old.
Ouch.
At least your lady's not around, because when we
Prince
said
Puma,
you feel old.
Prince Puma versus Prince Puma had some good stuff, and
he was acrobatic.
Man, they were jumping off of stuff.
They were acrobatic as all hell until
Mil Muertes came out
and destroyed them both.
And destroyed them. In the beginning, Mil Muertes had this promo with Katrina. We were wondering what her name was last week, and that's what her name is, Katrina.
Oh.
So
we found out, or he did.
Mil Muertes and her had this
promo where he picked her up by the neck and then
that's how the show started. Picked her up by the neck and said, "If I can't bury you, I'm going Go ahead.
Pentagon and Puma both.
I'm gonna bury Pentagon, and he did. He came out. He face dropped him in like this reverse like.
I mean, at first he had his little sling on, like he still had a broken arm or something.